每个人都是他那个时代的产物。
I think that the environment and time we live in has like a big impact on how we artists.
艺术家必须关注他的时代，他背后强大的根本的力量。Going to different places and different environments is all part and parcel of my practice.
My name is Emily Thomas. I come from Somerset in England, a very small village. I lived in London for 4 years, where I first became really interested in the city. I've just been in Germany, in Berlin, for 3 months doing a residency at Glogauer, and following that I came here, where I've been for 3 months and presented my first outdoor installation on the railway line of Siao-Long Cultural Park. My practice usually starts with walking as research. So I will walk around an area and just completely freely and let the architecture guide me to discover something completely new, which is really exciting for me because I never know what I'm going to find. And that's mainly how my work comes about. Been a bit different here because I had a wider range of architecture from all over the place, and 3 months is a very short time, so I haven't been able to visit everything so specifically. My exhibition, Shapeshifter, was inspired by the architecture in Taiwan. I visited the National Museum of Taiwan History, where I discovered a reference to stilt architecture in prehistoric indigenous tribes. This led me to the P9 site in Taitung, where I looked at the architecture there. They have recreated some of the architecture that used to be used. And from this, I got the idea to create a timeline of architectural history representing the different architecture here. I found that the different styles of architecture effectively represent the different colonies that came to the island and sort of left their mark through different kinds of architecture. That is what each of my sculptures are about. I have 6 works, each representing a different kind of architecture brought by a different ruler in Taiwan. So one of the works actually uses two-way mirror. I found just internationally now this kind of mirror glass is being used a lot in modern buildings and a lot of government institutions. And I find it interesting how people inside the building can see out to the people onto the street, and people on the street walking around can't see in. So there's this sort of hierarchy and divide of power that I think is really reflected in that, which is kind of strange, but it's something that I'm currently exploring in my work, and I have been for about a year now. That one also uses minimalist surreal architecture in the design as well, because it kind of looks as though it's going to topple over. It's called The Leading Edge. I wanted to bring that into that piece as well. So that one, the Hayashi department store, I visited a while ago now, and I was interested in the use of pillars. It was made in the Japanese time, but inspired by Western style architecture. So I created this work using pillars and posts, and I used a mirror to create a continuous effect for that. So that work is aesthetic and conceptual in that sense. I think maybe Yellow River is my favorite. That piece is about traditional Chinese architecture, Chinese sweeping roofs, and I was interested in the use of color in Chinese architecture as representation of symbols. So the color yellow was a symbol for imperial power, and something I saw a lot on Confucius temples here. The title Yellow River refers to the Yellow River of China, where the Yellow Emperor was said to unite the tribes of the river plains there at the start of his reign.